Hi, I'm Mark Jackson, your favorite amigo, and you're watching the Colorado Youth Football Invitational on Coach G TV.
I'm Jeff Gersh, and you're watching the Colorado Youth Football Invitational on Coach G TV.
Hi, I'm Mark Jackson, your favorite amigo, and you're watching the Colorado Youth Football Invitational on Coach G TV.
I'm Jeff Gersh, and you're watching the Colorado Youth Football Invitational on Coach G TV.
Hi, I'm Mark Jackson, your favorite amigo, and you're watching the Colorado Youth Football Invitational on Coach G TV. Hi, I'm Mark Jackson, your favorite amigo, and you're watching the Colorado Youth Football Invitational on Coach G TV. Hi, I'm Mark Jackson, your favorite amigo, and you're watching the Colorado Youth Football Invitational on Coach G TV.
Welcome in and welcome back. We are live here from UC Health Training Center, the Pat Bolin Fieldhouse. I'm Jeff Gershon. This is Coach G TV. We are lucky to be joined by Denver's favorite amigo, Mark Jackson. Mark, how excited are you for this Colorado Youth Football Invitational? It's the inaugural one.
It's amazing, man. When I walked into the stadium and I saw all the kids here, there's thousands of people here on this field just having fun, frolicking around, enjoying the sport of football.
Well, I'll tell you, to break the numbers down, they had over 600 athletes nominated. They had to settle for 241. So that's how you know we're dealing with the best of the best that Colorado has to offer.
Not just the best in Colorado, but the best all over Colorado. 57 cities represented here. Over 90 organizations. That's 9-0, guys. I'm not talking about 90 sports teams. 90 different organizations represented here, which gives us a virtual cornucopia of talent across these Colorado plains.
Not to mention the players, but the coaches that have come into the Fieldhouse today. We've got Regis Jesuit represented, Valor Christian, Mullen, Thunder Ridge, Riverdale Ridge. We've got the Pinnacle School. We've got Gateway. We've got all of the best coaches to coach all of the best players here at the Colorado Youth Invitational. And I tell you what, that's got to be a shout out to what Chris and Cassie Unruh, along with Zarek and Mandy Martinez, have created in this dream that's come true.
I know these guys personally, and I want to tell you from my heart to theirs and to yours that this is a heartfelt event. This is something that Chris didn't have to do. He wanted to do it out of the kindness of his heart. He's very philanthropic in that aspect. To bring something to our kids and our youth of the state of Colorado that can absolutely change their life. They have combine events going on. They're able to do 40-yard dashes, high jumps, long jumps, all the different things that you would experience as a professional athlete, and I've experienced them. And to be able to do that as a youth, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, man, this is a phenomenal event. And
we got Coach G TV on the call. We're going to be live streaming it all. We've got instant replay. We've got coaches' challenges. We got slow-mo. We got a camera up in the bird's nest. We got a camera down on the field. And we got Mark Jackson calling the play-by-play and color commentary with me and with a couple other guys. For 3 games we got you on. We are so stoked. We're so thankful to have you here as well, Mark. I mean, I tell you what, when I think the parents love seeing you here, the kids love seeing you here, and we love having you here. So thanks so much for being a part of it. And
Coach C, I'm looking forward to a great weekend. So have fun.
Yeah, and we're going to get to kickoff right after this, and we thank you for watching Coach G TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to UC Health Training Facility, home of the 2023 Colorado Youth Football Invitational. Pat Bolin Fieldhouse and Cassie Unruh would like to welcome each of you to today's contest between the 4th grade red team. Safety, and fair play. We ask you all to please show respect for the opposing team, game officials, and each other before, during, and after today's contest. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Before we get started,
And we're live. We are here at Pat Bowles Fieldhouse, and it's amazing. We made it to the Colorado Youth Football Invitational. I'm Coach Jeff Gersh. This is Coach GTV, and I tell you what, Nick Archuleta next to me and I are so fired up to be a part of this amazing celebration of football here at such an amazing venue. Nick, I mean, I've been here the last couple days, and I could just tell you, the vibe is immaculate. What's going on here is like nothing ever's ever done in Colorado. So, and we have the best coaches, the best players, the best facility, and the best place on earth to play football. Welcome to the Colorado Youth Football Invitational.
And thank you for having me out here with you, Coach G. It's always a pleasure to work with you. We have so much fun, and it's so beautiful to see that the future of football is in good hands. Not only are they being taught by the best, but we're seeing the best of the best as they grow and develop, and the future of the game is just right in front of us.
Oh, and we're going to tell you all about the kids as the game goes on, but it's important to know the coaches that we have today are unbelievable. Dave Katz from Pinnacle Charter is working the fourth grade red team, and Jake Novotny, who's down at Fort. Oh, look at this. Here's our fourth grade red team. Coach Dave Katz. I've seen him working up and down the sideline. Great guy, having a ton of fun, and really keeping it light around here. You know a little bit about Pinnacle. What do you know about what they do up there?
Oh, they're just a hard-nosed team. They come out and they punish teams. They want to make sure they come out victorious every time.
Yeah, and it's one of those games where, you know, everybody wins on a day like today, but also you want your guys to win. So maybe Coach Katz, you know, maybe Everett Rosenbaum catches a touchdown and he wants to replay it. We've got that. He wants to see it in slow-mo. We got that. Coach's challenge. We got that. And now with the coin toss over, the anthem's done. Nick, it's time to get this game started.
As we look at the fourth grade white team, let's try that again. Coach Jake Novotny, Fountain
legend.
Fort Carson High School. And Coach, you're familiar with teams down there there in the Fort Carson area. I mean, give me an idea of what we can expect from Coach.
Well, we did the Fountain Fort Carson game against Palmer Ridge, semifinal game, and Coach Novotny, well, he really coached a heck of a game that day. So it was one of those things where, yeah, a couple calls didn't go their way. Otherwise, they would have been in the state championship game that day. All right, it looks like there's no kickoffs in this event. There's no punts. There is extra points and field goals, so there's a little bit of special teams going on. But for the most part, it looks like white team's going to start with the ball in the 30, and we're going to get this party started. 12-minute quarters. There you can see our graphic. Wow, what a crew we put together for this event. What are you looking forward to here for these kids? These are fourth graders, right? So they're out here. They're barely 10 years old. What do you think you're going to see? A little nerves, or are you going to see some steel?
I think you're going to see a little nerves first because it's the home of the Denver Broncos, and any 10-year-old is just going to get super excited about playing on this field.
I mean, I'm super excited to be calling this game on this field. And believe us, we're trying our best with names, but there's 250 kids.
Paulino takes the snap, hands it off to Narducci. Narducci trying to get around the corner, and he can't. Met out there on the edge by Jocko Hummel.
Nice little start to the game for the red team defense, getting some backfield pressure.
Met out there on the edge by Jocko Hummel.
Yeah, they got it in the backfield there quick. It would look like a mesh play with a little delayed handoff, but great defense there by Jocko.
Watching and anticipating. Going to try and go the other way this time and into the backfield for a loss. Great tackle right there by Reed Briscoe.
You know what I noticed when the kids were going through their interview line, and they were talking to us about, you know, their favorite players and all this and that. It was the little guys. It wasn't the tall guys. It was the little guys that had the most spark, the most fire, the most energy, and you could tell, even with the tackle there. Not the biggest player in the field, but big effort.
We're looking at 3rd and 15 as King North was tackled for a loss. See what they can come up with here.
Can't be easy being a coach calling plays when you just met the kids a month ago.
Barely got that player off. Looking to toss it. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but Grant Nera is going to be tackled for no gain.
That'll bring up a 4th down and 15. There are no punts, so on 4th down, if they choose to, the ball gets advanced almost the length of a punt. So good start there through the red team, though.
Yeah, doing a great job getting in there, making sure that they can keep those runners from catching those edges. As we see them getting ready to start set up here. I mean, just the edge rushers right now putting pressure on that white offense. We'll see what the red offense can do now, see if they're just as fired up as their defense was.
It's difficult. We're just calling them by their color of their jersey, you know, no school or something. So
you get so used to calling teams by name.
Yeah. Yeah, and the names, we have them, but we can't memorize all of them. So believe me, we're trying. Okay, red team gets the ball. They just had a nice start. It'll be interesting to see how they come out of this.
They'll take over at midfield, 1st and 10. 9:15 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless, just underway. Shepard Scotts looks like he's going to go under center. And it looks like we're going to have a delay game.
They do have a play clock. We couldn't get a camera on it for you because we're here in the Pat Bowen Fieldhouse. Creates some difficulties, but you know what? They're running this game like it's a high school game. And if you notice these officials, these are high school officials. Every game today is going to have high school officials on the call and high school crew on the chains.
And I stand corrected. It was actually illegal substitution. So a 5-yard gain without a play. Handoff around the near side. Coming to the near sideline, has a couple of defenders to beat. And forced out of bounds at the 22. Big carry right there. I believe that's Austin Kane. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Colt Dreesen.
Near side.
Dreesen got around that edge and just had a hip.
Coming to the near sideline, has a couple of defenders to beat.
What's great about the Colorado Youth Football Invitational is they put a big emphasis on offensive line. So we're going to be keeping an eye on those front five. And when you get big runs like that, it wasn't just the running back. You know there was some great work up front by those guys on the line.
First and 10 from the 22. Handoff is going to be beat down right away. Handed to Abel Bevenity, is tackled for a couple-yard loss.
Yeah, good pressure there by the white squad, getting in the backfield. I think the one thing about, seeing these kids here on the replay, boom, getting in there, 36 and 10, beautiful effort. But more so when you're the offense, it's easy to be a little nervous. But when you're the defense, you get to play with your hair on fire.
Jacek Flores and Grant Nera in there on that, as we just had a player come out for injury.
They have an amazing medical staff here. They've got top of the line everything. Chris and Cassie Unruh, Coach Zarek Martinez, and his lovely wife Mandy really took care of us.
Handoff again, coming to the near side again. That's going to be Dreesen trying to get to the edge, looking for the pylon, and forced out of bounds shy of the end zone. Taken down to the 2-yard line.
I think that was 28 again.
Yeah, Colt Dreesen. I was right, Colton Dreesen. We do have a flag on the play, though. Big 20-yard gain. Is going to be negated by a penalty.
And I don't know how many fourth grade games I've been to, but I'm not sure I've been to many on a 100-yard field.
No.
It's a big space.
That's a lot of room to run. I remember asking you, are they really doing the full 100 yards? So, I mean, good for these kids having that stamina. Not that they don't have that energy anyway.
Not to mention it's 50-something yards wide.
Yeah.
So you can always kind of run to the sideline for safety.
So after the penalty, 2nd and 22. And we're going to have a false start. Couple linemen moving there.
So early in this game, we're seeing the yellow flag graphic created by Coach GTV last night. And let's not see it anymore. Let's leave it in your pockets. But it's one of those things where you can tell the guys on defense are fired up and they want to get in there. That one looked like backs up the offense. It's a false start.
2nd and 27 now. You see the clock, 8:03 to go. Running around back there, trying to find anybody. Finds an open receiver, Everett Rosenbaum. Shepard Scott was just trying to find anybody, though.
Everett Rosenbaum wins the award for first guy here on Friday morning.
Oh, was he?
Unfortunately, wins the award for last guy to get his photo taken.
Oh, no.
Based on an arbitrary decision I made, so apologies to the Rosenbaum family. They were first there, first in line, and I go, line up from little number to big number. So he was the big number, 88, on the team that went second.
Oh, wow.
Great family, though. Loved him.
3rd and 26, 7:14 as the clock rolls. Handoff again. That's going to be James Geist. Forces his way to the 35 before he's brought down. That'll make it 4th and 26.
So on 4th downs, they can go for it. And even though it's a long way to go, you're on the plus side of the field, so it makes you wonder maybe go for it. Looks like they are. No punting, as a reminder. No kickoffs. This is an all-star game. So 600 kids were invited. They accepted 241 nominations. We're representing 57 cities and over 90 organizations across the state. So.
And the best part is just looking at the different helmets. Is we're going to have a timeout by the white team. You look at the different helmets, you can just see who they all represent. And that's probably the best part for a lot of these kids is wearing your team's helmet in an all-star game like this.
Yeah, and then they all get a sweet sticker to put on the back of their helmet.
Nice.
CYFI. They also gave out captains. They gave out awards for each team yesterday. So
now I was looking at the belts that they have down here too. There's a takeover one, and there was an offensive one too.
There's offensive lineman, best offensive lineman. There's the playmaker award, which is the guy that made the most plays. We don't have an MVP because everyone's the most valuable, if you ask me. And then the third one was. Actually, this is really cool. The third belt is given to the best player on the team that didn't win from the coach of the team that did win.
Oh, wow.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, they've left no stone unturned. When you rent out the Pat Bowlen Fieldhouse for 3 days over a weekend in March, the only indoor 100-yard football facility in the state.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that.
The only one. So when you rent out a facility like this, you do the best of the best. That's why you bring Coach GTV on board. You get In-N-Out Burger for lunch, and we're having a good time.
And it looks like the red team opted to turn the ball over. And so it looks like they're going to place the ball at the 10-yard line. And that's where the white team will take over with 1st and 10. 6:21 on the clock. We're still scoreless. See what the white team can conjure up here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who gets the first drive going and what it takes to sustain it. If you hear that PA announcer, that's the legend Kyle Berry. Used to work the DMAC and Alfred show back in the day. He was a producer for my radio show, Smile High Morning Show on Mile High Sports. And he's an all-around great guy and a guy you can trust with his voice.
As we've just had a flag for another illegal substitution. And that's going to be the tough thing for these coaches to get their right guys out there because, like you said, they haven't been around each other much. As that one's going to go around the left side. King North try to break a tackle, but gets back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and 15.
Nice backfield aggression there by the defense. You know, King North is a good player, which leads me to believe that the defense is playing good because they're making King North have to work to lose 5 yards. Oh, I guess he got it back to the line of scrimmage and the 5-yard penalty. That's the thing about when you got pro officials and you got these guys that do it every Friday night, they're not taking the day off either. They're going to get you penalties.
And it looks like the white team's going to take their 2nd time out of the game.
And the great thing about Coach G TV is we got the instant replay. What are you seeing here, Nick? Oh, yeah. We still ironing out some of the kinks, but I tell you what, we are so stoked to be here at the UC Training Center. UC Health here, Dove Valley.
There we go.
I mean, wow. Yeah, there's that tackle in the backfield. Great camera work by our guy, Alex Becker. We got an all-star crew today. Nick Archuleta on the call with me. Mark Jackson's coming in later. Alex Becker, one of the hardest working guys in the business. Bailey and Garrett down below. Spencer and Jack on the field. Look at these guys on the field working hard. Huh? Who's doing it better than Coach G TV? Nobody.
And, I mean, you're getting guys to come in from out of state to help you out, too. You got all your connections all across this country coming in.
We worked hard to get here, and now we're here, and we're going to enjoy it. I bet you by that.
Single receiver on each side this time. Handoff again is going to go around the left side. Breaks one tackle. Flag thrown on the play. Another flag coming out flying. Anthony Narducci with the carry. Gets some positive yards, but let's see what those flags are for.
Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking for these kids being in this big of a field, big of a stadium. I mean, Grandma's here, Grandpa's here. Everyone's watching on YouTube, of course. And I can understand how it's a little nerve-wracking for these guys. Looks like they backed it up half the distance on a hold. So it's going to bring up 3rd down, and now it's 15 with the ball on the 5.
And they spotted the ball at the 14, though? So it looks like the penalty was on the defense. It's kind of hard to hear what the official was saying, but penalties on the defense. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Okay, we got a little confusion here. Let's see what the old Whitecap has to say about it. So, guys, just so you're all aware, everyone in here listening and at home, this is the inaugural Colorado Youth Football Invitational, and that means we're going to iron out some details. We're going to figure out what we're doing here. By the 5th grade game, 6th grade game, I think everyone's going to be a well-oiled machine. But, man, it's so amazing to be a part of something like this where it's never been done before, and especially not like this, to this magnitude, with this kind of, like, gold touch.
And so they did trick themselves.
They did. They walked it back.
Yeah.
Nice.
So half the distance.
Our scorekeeper had it right.
2nd and 15. 4:46 as the clock rolls. Still scoreless. Drop back, looking to the right, going deep. Pass is going to be caught at the 20. It's a foot race. 45, 50, 45, 40. He's got nobody in front of him. 2 men to beat. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Brody LeBate. What a play.
Unbelievable play there by Brody LeBate. The way he took that ball out of the air and then took it to the house, nobody's stopping him. They're going to grab belts. Look at this. Look at this. Unbelievable.
What a play. He had that defender on him, too.
Oh, boy. Wow. I mean, quarterback threw that into traffic just to get rid of it so he didn't get sacked. And up comes Brody, my guy, Brody LeBate. This is great. One of the cool things about Coach G TV is we can get you an interview down on the field. So if we get a chance to talk to Brody LeBate, playing defense just now, so when he comes out the field, we'll get an autograph. Yep. An interesting rule this year, guys. Extra points. 2 point for the kick, 1 point for the try. So looks like they're going to go for the 1 point try. I was here yesterday watching these kids kick, and it should be worth 10 points. These kids can't kick for nothing.
Snap, fake handoff, keep it around the edge. Trying to break a tackle, does, but is going to miss on that goal line.
Short.
Carry there by Jason Flores.
Looked like he was maybe going to break free, but then that red team defense got
just low enough on him.
Yeah, swarmed in there nice. So there we have it.
So with 4 minutes to go, 6-0 lead for Team White.
Yeah.
Looks like they're trying to get him for the interview right now.
Let's see how it goes. It's our first one. Let's
Send
take it down to the sideline.
I'm here with Brody LeBate. Brody, you just scored the first touchdown of the Colorado Youth Football Invitational. How does it feel?
Good. I mean, I've been really looking forward to this All-Star game, so I'm happy I did something in it.
Yeah, I saw you posing with a belt, man. Awesome stuff. Now go score again, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, unbelievable. Brody LeBate, he just ran 85 yards? 90
Yeah.
yards. I mean, it seemed like because he curled it back a little bit, he was going every which way. And a great interview down there. And that's our guy Spencer working the mic.
Timeout on the field as White will take, White will take their final timeout.
Wow,
As you
here's
watch that
replay.
foot race again. Great job right there by Cameron German, though, or Kaysen German.
Hey,
He made up some ground.
Case and German, that's the kind of stuff that Coach G, that's what I'm looking for. Guys that never give up, never give up. So hats off to Kaysen for chasing that down. All right, we had our first sideline interview.
There
We've
we
had
go.
our first touchdown. We got the We Will Rock You music playing. This thing is ready and rocking and rolling. Instant replay's been nice.
Red team coming out and getting themselves ready. White trying to get their final defenders set up. Again, it's hard for these coaches because they don't get to see them every day and over an extended period of time. So some of these kids are still trying to remember where they play. As a sloppy handoff, nets maybe a 2-yard gain.
Couldn't tell if that was a miscommunication or if it was meant to be kind of a delay flipped handoff there. But wow, great energy in here too. There's only so many people that are allowed in the building, so the roars are not as packed with people, but they are mighty loud.
Colton Dreesen with that carry does get 2 yards out of it, so they'll make it 2nd and 8. 3:25 to go in the first quarter. I think that's the first positive yardage for the red team. Handoff trying to get around the edge. White just penetrates that line of scrimmage, gets it in that backfield. A big tackle for a loss right there. Benavides couldn't get anywhere.
Another tackle for a loss. 56 getting in there, 87 getting in there. Who's that? Underwood and Whitman. Keep an eye on those two. They're wreaking havoc out there. Red team's just got to get something going in the right direction.
Loss of 4, third and 12. Clock continues to roll, 2:37. 6-0 White. Fumbled on the snap, and it looked like Scott was able to cover it.
Yeah, even the quarterback center exchange is different, you know. Yeah, and there might be multiple quarterbacks, so depending on which quarterback you got out there is depending on which play you want to call. One thing I can tell you is Coach Dave Katz, working the red team, he's going to give his best effort today. These guys are unbelievable. And we got to give a shout out to all the coaches that have been here over the last couple of days. These guys are volunteering their time, they're giving back to the kids, and they're doing it with a smile on their face and a big old heart.
So with the 4th down, White will take over at the 46-yard line, just shy of midfield.
And then we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about Coach Jake Novotny, too. I mean, I got a chance to speak with him yesterday. He told me a great story about a kid that he had playing. His dad was, big into the gangs, big into the drugs, moved around. Well, the kid that he coached now plays at Dartmouth. That's an Ivy League school, and he's playing football. That kid's name is Q Jones, and we saw him on Coach G TV a couple years ago, and he ran wild. I mean, he was amazing. So Jake Novotny knows what he's doing, too, with this White team.
And to get an Ivy League education out of it.
Wow.
I mean, icing on the cake right there.
And that's what football can do for you. Football can make your whole life better just by going to class, going to practice, listening to your coaches, being a nice kid, saying thank you and please, giving hugs to mom and dad. All because of football. It teaches you that discipline about how to be a guy that does things the right way.
Red team takes their first time out of the half. Minute 7 to go in the first quarter. White has a 6-0 lead right now. See if they can then make it 2 possessions in a row that they score.
There's the villain right there helping out, C.J. Kane. He's got his own squad, but he's helping out with these guys. And C.J. was telling me that these guys play against each other a lot, and now they're playing together. So it's pretty cool. You know, they're South Jeffco kids. They're representing Jefferson County, and they're playing together instead of against each other. So
it's got to be an interesting feeling.
It sure is fun being here.
Baldino takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself, trying to get around that edge, and does. Breaks one tackle, finds the pylon, finds the first down marker, and is forced out of bounds. He forced out at the 41 into red territory with just under a minute to go in the quarter.
I like how he kept running, got that stiff arm going, and really made it known that he wasn't going to go down without a fight. And they got the first down, so that was huge.
Gain of almost 15 on that one.
Look at this crystal clear picture we're giving you on Coach GTV.
Look at that sideline camera work.
That's our guy Spencer Pattison on the sideline cam. Jack's working the cam.
Handoff this time around the right side. King North tries to jump a tackler. Gain of 6 on that one.
Puts us under a minute here in the first quarter. What do you think? First quarter's almost wrapping up here. One big play and a lot of kind of pillow fighting.
You can see they're starting to loosen up a little bit more now.
Yeah.
The bigness of it, I guess, is kind of dissipating, and now it's just about football.
Yeah, you could tell when King North got that ball and he did that jump cut, he was loosening up a little bit.
Yeah.
Getting ready to get loose. Plus, I think they all just saw how much fun Brody just had scoring that last touchdown. They want some of that.
Snap's going to be bobbled. Myers.
That could be just what the red team needed in terms of momentum. First quarter didn't go their way, but the last play of the first quarter it sure did.
Just went off of the fingertips of Meyer. Recovered by White, though.
Yeah, that's key to get that recovery. Red team down here, all their coaches, you could hear them, ball, get on the floor. That must be something to die for a fumble on the same practice field that your favorite football players practice on every day.
Oh, yeah. So that'll be the end of the first quarter, 6-0 White. As both teams will head to their respective sidelines for a moment.
Yeah, well, we have a moment. Let me tell you, we got an amazing day full of games. Mark Jackson's coming in to call the next 3 games with me. So that's going to be sweet. That's your favorite amigo from the Denver Broncos, Mark Jackson. Number 80 in your playbook, but number 1 in your heart. We're going to have Alex Becker in here calling a game from NSPN as well. So we got a whole day full of action-packed fun, and I don't think you're going to want to miss it. Stay here on Coach G TV, stream on YouTube, or this is actually on the Colorado Youth Invitational stream, but pass the word along to your friends, family, or anyone who loves football. Tell them you know where to find us.
After the loss, 3rd and 12, as we'll start the second quarter. Swap sides of the field.
It's amazing the amount of people that have come here to be a part of this, from the scorekeeper down to the people checking wristbands. You know, we have a stats guy here that's given us his time today, and it's just amazing.
Handoff comes to the near side. That's Anthony Narducci. Narducci maybe gains a yard, but the swarm tackling of the red team just too much.
Yeah, for what red team is lacking on offense, they've definitely made up for on defense. -1 play. You know, if one play goes a little different, it might be 0-0 still.
They'll give him a gain of 1 on that. And so with the 4th down, they elect to spot the football at the 22 for the red offense. These teams get their offenses, defenses set up.
You may ask yourself, why is there no punts? You know, it's because special teams is hard to coach. I mean, offense is hard to coach, as we can see, and defense is not any easier. But I think it was a good call to keep the special teams out of this game, except for giving kids a chance to kick a field goal or an extra point. And I think we'll get to see some of that today, too.
1st and 10 from the 17. I apologize. White's just a little overzealous. William Whitman.
Yeah, we called his name on the first quarter because of how aggressive he is and how tenacious he is in defense, but now we're calling his name for the same aggression and tenaciousness, just a little bit of timing issue.
It's a 5-yard penalty for the offsides. 10:27 to go here in the first half. Snap and a handoff. And once again, the White gets into the backfield. That's Anthony Narducci again. So with the loss there, almost back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 after the 4-yard loss. The offense taking as much time as they can.
Yeah, the O-lines today are so far having a rough start, but I think that has to do with not playing with the guy next to you very often, you know. So
Yeah,
it's one of those things you just kind of met these guys a month ago. Now you got to understand pickup schemes.
You get a feel for each other, so you know who's going to do what.
No blitzing either in this event.
Scott's going to go under center. Let's see what the flags are. Checking with both officials.
These are an all-star officiating crew too as well, so it's one of those. So they're talking about improper linebacker alignment, and that has to do with no blitzing, like we mentioned earlier.
Okay.
It's one of those things where the down lineman can rush, but no one else can be blitzing or even lined up in a blitzing type position.
So that penalty nets him 5 yards.
It's like an illegal
Second
defense in
and
basketball.
4. Yeah, 2nd and 4, 9:14 as the clock rolls. And Red's going to take another timeout.
That's a smart timeout there. It looked like Shepard Scott was looking to change the play. He was going a little, Omaha, Omaha. He's giving some Peyton Manning out there checking his wristband. So good call there by Coach Katz. And there he is working hard as usual. Dave Katz, a great man, great coach. Really runs a tight ship. And, you know, you can tell the kids like playing for him.
Just try and see how this Red offense can break out. They've only had a couple plays of positive yardage.
And I think it starts with their offensive line. It's just been allowing the white team to get into the backfield a little too quick. And some of these play calls are, you know, these are fourth graders.
Yeah.
They can't be going like next level triple options. So it's a lot of mesh points and handoffs, and then leave it up to those young bucks to run wild.
Looks like Red's ready to go now. As fourth grade white comes out. .908 here in the first half. 6-0 white. Scott under center. Hands the ball off. Gain of 2 before he's brought down. Bobby Robinson. Brings up 3rd and 3. 3rd and 2.
What fun this is. This is so amazing. These are fourth graders. Look at them. They look like varsity. They look like pros. This is an SEC game for these kids. This is amazing. And you can just tell, I mean, the parents, you look around, they're starry-eyed. I had a dad tell me yesterday, he goes, you know, you're going to be in my kid's picture book for the rest of our lives. I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, when you were getting them ready for those interviews, we took a photo, and you're going to be in it for the rest of our lives.
That's awesome. Snapping a handoff around the left side. Gets the first down and then is forced back, but they'll give him the forward progress.
And the Red Faithful are stoked because they needed that action. They needed those chains to move, and they got it. And now they get the ball, keep that clock running, and keep it going.
Colt Dreesen there with the carry.
Dreesen's a hard guy to take down. He's slippery.
He had that big run that was negated on that penalty.
Yeah, early in the game, that's true. He took that thing about 25, 30 yards. And
You wonder how much that changed the momentum after that penalty.
oh, momentum is immeasurable, and yet the most important thing to have on your side.
Ask Palmer Ridge.
Oh, they know. They know the good and the bad of that. Uh-oh.
The handoff's fumbled and looks like it might be White.
Red might have got it back. Was it 88?
Scott and Benavides just not on the same page as that handoff was in his arm.
one of the things about having a mesh-style running game is you could keep it or, give it to the guys. So it's one of those things where it's hard to do. It looks easy. It looks easy, right? But it's not. It's just not easy to run an option-style spread draw offense when you're 9 and 10 years old.
As Red takes their final timeout of the half. They're looking down the barrel of a 1st and 14, and 1st and 13. With 7:02 to go in the first half.
And there you see it. Broncos training facility, UC Health Training Center, Pat Bowlen Fieldhouse. We're here in Dove Valley, Centennial, Colorado, Bluebird Day. It would be a beautiful day like this to celebrate the beautiful day of football we got ahead of us.
Well, lucky we're indoors, too, because I believe it's supposed to be pretty windy today.
And yesterday it snowed, and the day before it rained. So that's why, if you're smart, you rent out the biggest, baddest indoor facility in the state.
All right, both teams out of timeouts. So from this point on, they're going to have to really focus on being right. Handoff to Dreesen in the backfield. He's hit. That's going to be a big loss. 5 yards right there.
88 making some action happen. That's Blake Ott. He's shaking his wrist a little bit. Looks like he's running off, but wow, got in there and made a great play.
2nd and 16.
Looks like
6:30 to go. Clock is running.
Great replay.
As we
there.
take a look at the replay again.
Is that King North, too, getting in there with the orange helmet? He's a good player.
Yes, it is.
And you like to see the guys that are running backs, but then they also like to go in there and hit. And that looks like King North.
3rd and 16. Scott under center takes a snap, hands it off to Benavides, bobbles the handoff, gets it back, manages to get about 3 yards before he's brought down. Tackled on the play by James Geist. I'm sorry, Jimmy Mondragon. Wrong team.
Yeah, Nick, you know what? I'm surprised you didn't know the name and proper pronunciation of all 241 kids in this event. Come on. No, yeah, that's what's so special about this, Nick, is that as much as we want to know every one of these kids' names and every one of these schools and charters and cities they played for, there's too much. There's too many because of the grandiose spectacle that's been created here at the Colorado Youth Football Invitational, and it's the inaugural one. And I just can't tell you enough. It's going splendidly. Nothing bad on Friday. Saturday went by nicely. Everyone's practicing hard. And then here we are, Sunday, game day. Sunday fun day on Coach G TV.
White will take over a yard inside their own territory at the 49. 5:52 to go in the first half. White with the 6-0 lead.
Second quarter's moving by pretty quick.
Looks like we're ready to go. Paul back in there under center. Hand off to King North around the right side. Had a blocker in front of him, but sneaking in there is Braden June. Just happened to get in there and tackle him. But a gain of 4.
We mentioned William Whitten on defense, getting in there, causing some havoc. Nice little block there on the O-line by number 87.
Second and 5 as the clock continues to roll. White getting into red territory with one play. Geist was tired of that towel, looked like. Baldino takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself, but he's not going to get very far. Tackled on the play by Reed Briscoe. Briscoe getting in there off that line.
That's good read and react, too, by Briscoe. He did a nice job of knowing what his responsibility was and sticking to it.
Managed to get back to the original line of scrimmage, so 3rd and 5, as we're at 4:40 on the clock.
There's that replay of Briscoe getting in there. When he hits you and he wraps you up, there's a good chance you're not getting away.
And like you said, he just did a great job watching and waiting for Paulino to make a decision. 4:10 to go. Jason Flores is going to take the snap this time, drops back. He's going to throw the ball, but he's going to overshoot his target, intended for Thomas Zell. As he's trying to get the incomplete chant. That's beautiful.
Shout out to Kyle Berry. He knows exactly what he's doing here with that microphone, and he knows that when you're in Broncos country and a 3rd down pass hits the turf,
oh yeah,
people got 3 syllables for you. Incomplete. I think the red team was pleased with that result.
Red will take over at their own 21 with 3:56 to go.
Running hasn't exactly been very successful. Passing has definitely got us our touchdown, but other than that, it's been just tough sledding for these guys. And remember, these are 4th graders. They've come from far away. We got people come from Ridgeway, Colorado, and Montrose, and Larimer County's represented, Pueblo, Colorado Springs. We got it from north to south, from east to west. We're dealing with the best of the best, right? And that's, even though the scoreboard might not show it, these kids are as good as it gets. And I can imagine how nervous they are. I'm nervous, still, and we're just having the time of our lives.
Red's scrambling right now to get their offense lined up. And once again, another illegal substitution.
So I'm confused how they determine when it's illegal or not.
Oh, I didn't see anybody come off after they broke the huddle. They were trying to, but they were staying on the field. I don't know. So 5-yard penalty, 1st and 15 now. 3:53 to go. I don't know if that was going to be deemed a pass as it started to fall out of his hands.
It's the same size ball they use, but I bet it feels bigger than ever. It's the same weight, but I bet it feels heavier than ever. It's just, there's something so special and so magical about being here. And the opposite of that is like, it's you're here. Here you are. This is the big moment. Don't let it pass you by.
So they did rule it an incomplete pass. 3:50 on the clock, 6-0 White. 2nd and 15 for the Red.
It's good officiating, I think.
Rosenbaum's just kind of running around, lost. Nice juke right there by Geist as he carries the football to the 24. He's brought down. Makes it 3rd and 8. Gain of 7 on that run.
That was a nice run. I like the juke move. I liked all that. He kept it going, and they needed a 1st down, so it was big.
Just showed that 8 yards is doable now as he gets 7 on that. 3:07 to go. Clock still rolling. Scott going to go under center this time. He's going to keep it himself. Pushed down by his own running back as he was trying to help guide him through the line. James Geist with a little too heavy of a push there. Knocks his quarterback down. Gain of 2, 4th and 6.
4th down, your back's
So with the 4th down, White will take over as Red opts to not run another play. Ball be spotted right at midfield. 2:22 to go.
You want to hear a
First and
cool
10.
story? Yesterday we were getting done. Garrett's doing some graphics. I see a guy out here. He's kicking field goals. He's like banging them from like 40, hitting it off the end, you know, and the Broncos back there. So I asked this guy, I go, how long you kick from? He made a field goal. I got it on video from right where that ball is, except on the other hash mark. A 60-yard field goal.
Jeez.
Yeah, and the guy's name is Dean Faithful. He's amazing. He's the guy who's running the game day kicking. It's an elite kicking training, you know, just place to go get better at kicking. And it's one of those things that you don't realize how important it is until you've seen a 60-yarder go through.
Baldino in the gun, hands it off to North. North's going to come to the near side, cut back in along the numbers, gets to the 40, still going, and finally is brought down. Gang tackling is all they could do to bring him down. As North gets the first down and then some.
He runs the right way. I like the way he runs. When the ball's in his hand, he's ready to make a difference.
Gain of 12, first and 10 with 2:08 to go.
No 2-minute warnings, so they're going to keep that clock running. We are in the second quarter, so we're just a little bit here before halftime. The white team's got a nice lead, but it'll be interesting to see how they can.
Single receiver spread on each side. Baldino with the handoff to North again. North's got to break one tackle, and he can't.
Nice tackle by 28 there. That's Dreesen.
Once again, Dreesen, yep.
He's all over the place. Might have got a little stinger there, a little funny bone. Nothing funny about it, but guess what? He's staying on the field. And he's coming off the field. How crazy would it be to coach these kids right now to be Dave Katz and have to learn their names, learn their skills, learn their positions, learn what they're good at and what they're not good at, and then make it all work in a game this big.
I can't even imagine. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10, 50 seconds left on the clock. White trying to do something before the half. Baldino rolling to his right, thrown downfield. Pass is going to be caught just shy of the marker. Great catch right there by Brody LeBate. LeBate's got some hands on him.
Yeah, if you need 8, throw it to LeBate. If you need 28, throw it to LeBate. This guy can catch.
Gain of 7 on that.
Just under 20 seconds now.
Kind of wish you had your timeouts at that point, I bet. Baldino again. Over the defender, but LeBate can't bring it in either. James Geist on the coverage, and he's hurting right now. Eight seconds on the clock. His coaches tend to Geist. Great throw by Baldino, though, to get it just over Geist, right to where LeBate should have been able to catch it.
I like the throw. I like the play, and even if it goes incomplete, I like that this stops the clock, because this is looking to be the last play of the first half, and it's been a cool first half.
White's ready to go. Officials are telling him, hang on. Still got a man down. Now the coaches are coming out as Geist gets up.
There's our guy, Jake Novotny, Coach Novotny there. He's the Fort Carson head coach. That's right down there at the Fountain, City of Fountain, but the Fort Carson Air Force Army base. So I know when they played Palmer Ridge, we called it the Armed Forces Bowl because it was the Air Force kids versus the Army kids. So Coach Novotny's a great man.
6 seconds. This should be the last play as officials blow the play dead. 4th and 3. So the officials will have the clock reset to 8 seconds. Again, 4th and 3. North trying to find anything as he gets away from the defenders, comes back to the near side, tries to break a tackle, but he's going to be stopped short, and that's how the first half will end. King North trying to make a play, and great tackle by Cassidy Tenner.
Boy, I think if Cassidy Tenner doesn't make that tackle, we might have a 6-6 game. So you don't even realize how big of a tackle that was until you see it again on instant replay on Coach G TV. Cool. Well, that's a great first half. Before we go to our halftime, we are going to try and get one of the coaches to do an interview with our sideline guys. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, here we go.
I'm here with Coach Jake. Jake, what's it like coaching these kids?
It's just a really good time, really fun. It's fun to get to build relationships with all of them, and I hope it's just a meaningful experience for them.
Yeah, you normally coach high school, so what's the learning curve coaching youth football?
Learning curve is probably more for my coaches than it is for anybody, trying to manage the subs and the clocks and all that. So that's probably the biggest learning curve for everything. But then the other part is that, hey, the game's just so much more condensed at this level. You know, there's a lot of space for these dudes out here, and we don't realize that until we get out on the game field. So, yeah.
You lead 6 at half. What's the game plan going into the second half?
You know what, man? We're just going to keep having fun. We're rotating kids in. They're all contributing. And to me, that's the game plan and the overall goal of this thing.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
That's our guy Spencer Pattison right there working the sideline interview. Jake's on the camera, amazing. Thanks for Coach Jake Novotny too. He's an amazing guy, and you can just see he's got a glimmer in his eye, and you can tell his heart feels so many sizes so big because he's giving his best effort for these kids. And wow, look at this first half we did. We got instant replay, we got sideline interviews, we interviewed the kid who scored the touchdown. We got it all. Brody LeBate is our only scorer so far. He scored 70-yard touchdown, do we think?
85?
85?
I think it was an 85.
Wow, unbelievable. What do you think? Well, let's take it to halftime. We got some awesome intros, interviews of the kids, and we'll take a little break, and we'll get back with the second half right after this.
Hi, I'm Mark Jackson, your favorite amigo, and you're watching the Colorado Youth Football Invitational on Coach G TV.
Hey guys, my name is Cassidy Tenner. I play wide receiver and safety. My favorite players are Deion Sanders and A.J. Brown.
My name's James, guys. I've been playing for 5 years, and my favorite football player is Jalen Hurts. And I'm from Parker, Colorado.
Hi, my name is Bobby Robinson III. I've been playing football for 6 years now. My favorite player in the game was probably going to be Tom Brady because it's just his Tiger mentality. I'm from Aurora, Colorado. Thank you very much.
My name is Shepard Scott. My favorite position is quarterback. And my football inspiration is Matt Studden, and I've been playing for 6 years.
My name is Brady Beaupre. I'm from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. My favorite position is wide receiver, and my favorite player in the game is Tyreek Hill and Stephon Diggs.
Hi, my name is Kason Gurman, and I've been playing football for 7 years. My favorite position in football is running back, and my favorite player in football is Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, my name is Evan Smith. I've been playing football for 6 years, and my favorite position is right guard, and my football inspiration is Dalton Reisner.
My name is Landon. I've been playing for 2 years, and my favorite position is corner, and I look up to Tyree Hill.
Hi, my name is Paxton, and I've been playing football for 4 years, and my favorite position is wide receiver, and my favorite player is Steph Curry.
My name's Cohen Mosh. I played football for 6 years. I'm a QB. I'm a quarterback, and my favorite player is Justin Fields.
My name is Memphis Montoya, and I've been playing football for 4 years, and I like to play outside linebacker because I get to nail people. My favorite football player is Emmanuel Sanders because I saw him at Chuck E. Cheese.
All right, my name is Riot Reeve, and I've been playing for 3 years. My favorite position is running back because I just get all the speed and the way I can see the defense. And my favorite player is Devontae Adams from Las Vegas Raiders.
Hi, I'm Logan McFarlane. I'm from Grand Junction. My favorite position is defensive tackle. And my national hero, I really like John Elway. Even though we don't play the same position, I think he's an awesome player. And that's it.
Hi, my name is Chance Williams, and my favorite spot is to play outside linebacker so I can hit somebody. Number 2 is so that my favorite player is probably John Elway. And who inspired me to play football is my stepdad named Gunnar.
My name is Austin Kane. I've been playing football for 4 years. My favorite position is left guard, and my favorite player is Andrew Gentry.
My name is Colton Dreesen. I've been playing for 5 years. My favorite position is running back, and my favorite player is Barry Sanders.
Hi, my name's Abel Benavides. I've been playing football for 5 years. My favorite position is running back, and my favorite player is Tyreek Hill.
My name is Dominic Parkovich. I've been playing for 4 years, and my favorite player is Von Miller, and my position is defensive end.
I'm Braden June. My favorite player, how many years I've been playing football is 2 years. My favorite position is running back, and my favorite player is Michael Parsons.
My name is Reed Briscoe. I've been playing football for 7 years, and my favorite player is Von Miller, and defensive end.
My name is Jacob Upperly, and I've been playing for 7 years, and I started tackle football in 1st grade. And my favorite football player is Von Miller, and I play D end and D tackle.
My name is Daniel, and I've been playing football for 4 years, and my favorite position is linebacker, and my favorite player from the NFL is Justin Jefferson.
My name is Jocko Hummel. I've been playing, this upcoming season will be my 3rd season, and my favorite position is fullback, and my football hero is my dad.
My name's Everett Rosenbaum, and I play for the Loveland Warriors, and I've been playing football for 7 years, and I play tight end, and my inspiration football player is John Mechie.
Hi, my name is Dax, and I've been playing for 3 years. My favorite position is defensive line because I like smashing the quarterback, and my inspiration is DeMonte Thomas.
Hello, my name is Cole, and I've been playing for a year, and my favorite position is center because I get to I get to work with my team, and I'm the lead of the line. And my inspiration is probably Peyton Manning.
Hi, my name is Paxton, and I've been playing football for 4 years. My favorite position's wide receiver, and my football inspire is Patrick Mahomes.
I'm here with Dave Katz. Dave, thank you for being here, coaching these kids. How fun are you having?
It's a great weekend, great atmosphere. Obviously, the kids are here. They love the game. Couldn't be better.
Yeah, you're down 6 at half. What'd you tell the kids at halftime?
We just got to quit making the mistakes. We gave them the touchdown that they got. We stopped them defensively for the majority of the time. I think they got 1 first down. So if we continue to play defense, we don't give up the long, big play, and we go back to what we were doing in the beginning of the game, ground and pound, we should take advantage and win the game at the end.
So if you were out there on the field and you scored a touchdown, what's your go-to touchdown dance?
Oh, I don't have a dance anymore, but it would just probably be the moonwalk.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, back to you guys.
Hi, I'm Mark Jackson, your favorite amigo, and you're watching the Colorado Youth Football Invitational on Coach G TV.
And we're back. Second half is about underway. We just got done with our halftime interview. Jack and Spencer holding it down on the sideline cam. I'm Jeff Gersh, Coach GTV. I'm with Nick Archuleta. We're having the time of our lives at the inaugural Colorado Youth Football Invitational. And I tell you what, I don't know if I'd change anything about that first half other than a couple penalties and a couple of nerves. It's just a beautiful sight what we get here to see.
Yeah, these kids definitely came out to play football today, and they're having so much fun. You can see the smiles on the coaches' faces. You know, even when we were just talking to
Coach Katz,
Katz,
no sweat,
about being down 6, and just the smile on his face and the sheer enjoyment everybody here is having so far.
We're about to get underway here for the second half. We do have a replay of the touchdown. It would be fun to see it because we got that at Coach GTV here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the replay of the 85-yard touchdown scored by Team White in the first quarter. This is where they break the huddle. Yeah, you can see we're on a replay graphic. Ball's down there up on this 90-yard line. So.
And LeBate with that one-on-one coverage.
Quarterback gets in trouble, just throws it up, hoping for the best, and the best is what he gets. In the last 50 yards, look at Case and German. What an effort, but no one's catching Brody LeBate.
Just great plays right there as Red takes over at the 30 to start the second half. 12 minutes on the clock, handoff to the near side. Tries to dodge a couple guys, but can't quite make it through. Carried on the play by Abel Benavides.
Yep, Abel Benavides has a nice game today. He's been able to get some creases, but I tell you, there's something to be said about the way this white team's playing defense, and that's a tip of the cap to Jake Novotny.
Loss of 1 on the play, second and 11. Scott trying to get his offense set up. They break the huddle. Gannon Roberts is going to go wide.
Make sure they're recording.
Hand off to Dreesen, tries to get around the left side, and again, another loss of a yard.
This white team, they clog it up. They get in there, and I haven't seen many holes for red runners to run through, you know? The white team is just filling it up, and there's no blitzing, remember. So sometimes that helps the linebacker because they can read and react a little bit longer without having to get beat by the blitz, and I think we see that, you know, obviously if they're blitzing, it'd be hard to guard too, but there's something to be said about how the white team really fills those gaps. Great coaching.
Dreesen comes off the field, a little slow getting up. Lost a yard on the play, 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12 is a big one for Team Red. They got to get something going. They got to, work together, get a little first down, get a little touchdown. Let's go, Red Team.
Cassidy Tenner is going to go wide to the right side. Scott with some more directions to Benavides. Benavides takes the handoff, and he's going to be met before he can get to the line of scrimmage. Caden Rice in the backfield, stopping that play.
I thought Narducci pulled that ball out. I thought he ripped a fumble there. I wasn't quite sure if they were going to call that. Let's see if we can get a replay on that. It looked like 7 in there. Narducci, before the running back went down, he just kind of ripped the ball out.
Officials will spot the ball at the 48 of the white team. Here's the replay. Let's see.
7 rips it out. He's got the ball right there.
Yeah.
Look at that replay, and look at that camera work by Coach G TV. Unbelievable work, Jack. We got the Becker camera here in the end zone. We got Coach G's work on the high half, and we got the sideline. Plus, look at that graphic. Garrett Gilbertson. Wow, what a legend.
9:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. White holding the 6-0 lead. They'll come out for the first time in the second half.
It's a pitcher's duel today. We're used to doing Palmer Ridge games where it gets up in the 40s. Early.
Kason Meyer is going to be the quarterback this time. Single receiver spread on each side.
Looks to be a little confusion.
Handoff goes to the right side. Grant Nero with the carry. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 as the clock starts to roll. Into red territory they go. And this is about where they stalled just before halftime.
Yeah, not too many teams have been able to put a drive together that goes 3 or 4 first downs, right? Most drives that start on one side of the 50 don't cross the 50. So, and a lot of it is just getting that ball to a running back and hoping for the best, because he's trying to juke out 8 guys. But fun to watch nonetheless.
Well, you think some of it, a lot of these kids probably haven't played on a field this big either.
Oh, the field size must be massive. It must be an ocean when they're compared to a lake.
Handoff again to Nira around the right side. Cuts inside, dodges another tackler, and is forced out of bounds at the 45. Great run from Nira right there.
Yeah, I like the change of speed, and I love the change of direction. That's what I tell my kids when I'm coaching them. That's what I tell my son, my 3rd grader. So I got one of these kids. I know what it's like to talk to them and teach them and learn from them. And I tell you what, it's a beautiful age. 4th grade, 5th grade. They're not the smartest kids in the world yet. 6th, 7th, and 8th, good luck. But man, it's a precious age. It's ripe. They're still so malleable and moldable, and that's why if I'm a dad, I'm putting my kid around coaches like this.
As we take a look at Nira again here as White takes a timeout. See him get around that edge, and here's that cut. Look at that. Gets out of a tackler there. Chance Williams not able to hold on to him. Allowing him to get a couple more yards. 3rd
He's got the lateral jumping ability of Alvin Kamara. Look at this. They're watching from the windows. There's only so many people allowed in for each game. So it's a blessing and a pleasure for us to be the ones that get to bring you this broadcast for those that can't be in the building. And for those that are in the building, today's your lucky day. Go buy a lottery ticket.
And that great camera work right there from Alex Becker, showing you just how limited the capacity is in here.
All right,
so
back.
Timeout. 8:40 to go on the clock in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 3. White trying to get one last guy off. Handoff, and Nira goes back to the other side. He's going to hit the sideline. He's got a lot of room to run. One man to beat, and he's going to be stopped inside the 10. Nero with a great run there, and it looks like he's going to be hurt as well. Tackled on the play by Cassidy Tenor. Tenor covered some ground to get there to keep him from scoring.
Well, the play before he had the lateral juking ability of Alvin Kamara, and this play he had the speed around the corner of Alvin Kamara. So a great effort there, and God, you could see his eyes were getting big. The closer he got to that goal line, he wanted it. He wanted to put that belt on. He wanted to go get an interview with Spencer. He wanted all the bennies that come with being here at the Colorado Youth Football Invitational.
Great play, great run, and just great field awareness, too. He didn't try to take it too far to the sideline. He just stayed right about the numbers, right in between, and started to push it towards that pylon once he started feeling it. As we take a look at it again.
Wow.
And you'll see, look at Cassidy Tenor coming out of nowhere, other side of the field.
Cassidy Tenor's making plays. And then what's cool about Cassidy is when he got there, he made the tackle. He didn't just slap the feet or try his best. He got there and did the job. Might have sprinkled a little sauce on top.
Yeah, I was going to say, he made sure he'd let him know who tackled him.
Well, and like we said, these guys know each other, so that might be his buddy for all we know.
I mean, look, you see Cassidy Tenor right here in this shot. All the other side of the field.
Yeah,
that's
too
some
bad
speed.
to think that our players down hurt, but it's good to know that we've got the Broncos training staff here, and all the folks here in the building are obviously doing what's best for them kids. There we go. Look at all the helmets. It's so cool. I love it. It's like when the Major League Baseball All-Star Game are wearing their jerseys. And that helmet from our running back, that's the Warriors. I know that one. I don't know all of them. There's 90 teams being represented today.
Nero was able to walk over to his sideline on his own power. Still kind of bent over a little bit, but he's able to walk it off, it looks like. Handoff to King North. North trying to get around, try to double back, and nothing found as he's tackled in the backfield for a loss.
Just got an update. We got about 250 people watching live on YouTube. Go ahead and shoot something in the comments. Where are you watching from? Give a shout out to your city, your town, your club. We'll see what we can do.
Loss of 7.
So that's what happens. What a great tackle by Cassidy Tenor, because they didn't score.
Yeah.
And sometimes the closer you get to the end zone, the further you get from scoring.
2nd and goal from the 14. Meyer again is the quarterback, as we're going to have a flag.
I mean, they're putting in motions, they're putting in draws, they're putting in option-type plays, and they're doing it all. Of course they are. They're all-stars. What are we talking about?
False start on White pushes them back another 5.
And that, again, just emphasizes Cassidy Tenor's hustle paying off, right? Ever since he made that tackle, White team's gone backwards twice.
So we'll see what Case and Meyer can do here. One receiver to each side. Hand off to North. North cuts it back. Face mask there. That was blatantly obvious. North loses yardage, but he's definitely going to get some love from the officials there on that face mask.
Yeah, definitely didn't seem intentional or anything like that on the face mask. Just a kid trying to make a play on defense.
Oh. Okay, we saw the face mask. The officials didn't.
And that happens. That's life. So I try and teach my 3rd grader all the time. Things happen that you can't explain, and you got all the right answers, but guess what? The game keeps going, and that game is called life.
So the declined penalty makes it 3rd and goal from the 19, excuse me. White trying to get the end zone again. Hand off to Nira again. Nira's back in, cuts, slips a tackle and almost makes it back to the 15.
That's a red swarm. That was a red army there looking to make that tackle. They were making sure Neer wasn't going to get loose again.
So 4th and goal from the 17. You have to know White's going to go for it at this point. Force Red to take over wherever the ball is if they don't score.
It's right about where I was kicking my field goal from yesterday. Missed mine.
Meyer takes a snap, rolls to his right, throws it up. Intercepted. Colton Dreesen with the pick. And that stops all that White momentum as Red will take over inside the 10.
Colton Dreesen's having a day. And it's unfortunate that first run got taken off the board because, boy, he did a great job. And he's doing some great hitting and tackling on defense as well. Look, he's got that belt on. Get him the belt. Get out of the way, kids. I want to see the belt. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
There's that turnover belt we were talking about.
Yeah, look at that. Wow. Well, we'll see if we can get an interview with our guys, Spencer and Jack. They're always running around. So if we can get them, we will.
He's been a cog in that offense. I don't think Spencer's going to get him for a while. So Red takes over at the 9, 1st and 10, 5:43 to go in the 3rd quarter. They're going to look to try and chip away at that 6-0 deficit they have as we look at this interception again from Dreesen. Great job. Letting the kids flex a little bit, too, on each other.
Well,
Let them have a little fun.
I think the kid that hit him wasn't pleased about the interception, and then the kid that got the interception flexed back. So. But that's a great play, big play in this game.
Scott's under center. Looking to his right, throws it. Benavides just
had the player.
Little long. I'm sorry. That's Rosenbaum.
Mr. On Time all the time. The pass was just a little off schedule. He threw it to the open receiver, so that's a good read.
Yeah.
It's just the release came out a little quick, and we didn't have it.
As we get ready for Spencer here.
Let's take it down to the field.
I'm here with Colton Dreesen. Colton, you got a nice interception. How's it feel?
Good.
You feel good? And, when you caught it, what went through your mind as soon as you caught it?
Trying to get a pick six.
Pick six, you want to hit that end zone. What would be your touchdown dance?
I don't know.
You don't know? Maybe a gritty? Yeah, maybe, who knows, man? Well, Colton, go snag another one. Have fun at this All-Star game. We'll send it back to you guys in the broadcast.
As that pass is incomplete, once again intended for Rosenbaum.
Rosenbaum's getting open. I love it. He's running that seam route. He's getting open. Just a little difficulty from the quarterback making a catchable pass.
3rd and 12 as we have a timeout on the field. Looks like White's taking their second timeout of the half. You saw that kind of come into play in the first half, though.
Timeouts.
Yeah, they didn't have any timeouts going in the last 15 seconds. And you wonder, you as a coach,
I've coached
would you have wanted one of those back?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in the first half, I think you wanted one to save, down the stretch. But at the same time, the beginning of that game with the nerves and just the energy and the vibe, it was probably a good idea to try and calm them down.
5:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. 6-0 White. 3rd and 11. Snap and a handoff to the right side. As that goes for a gain of 1. Case and German on the carry. So with 4th down looming, Red opts to let the officials move the ball. Spotted at the 34. Some short yardage there.
Yeah, I'm still not too sure on the punt rules, but it seems like they take it about 25 yards, maybe, whatever, like the average fourth grader would punt it. But this is interesting, guys. This is not flag football, remember? This is tackle football. So, but they're playing with some kind of modified flag rules, and I think it's been great so far. It's been fun to see the kind of hybrid, you know, of no kickoffs, no punts, but still action, action, action.
Keeps them a little more engaged, too. I mean,
yeah, and one less thing to teach. I mean, it's hard enough teaching 5 kids to line up and block. It's hard enough to teach a play action pass. Imagine trying to teach a draw play or a sluggo. My team could go use a sluggo right now.
Myers still in there as quarterback. Hands the ball off to Nira. Nira trying to get around the edge. Cuts and jukes, but he's going to be tackled from behind by Shepard Scott. Loss of 4.
You got to wonder, too, when does the trickeration come into play? Do they have one trick play up their sleeve? Do they got something, a little HB toss and pass or reverse or something along those lines?
Loss of 5. 2nd and 15 from the 39.
It's just so cool to see the whole great state of Colorado being represented from every age. We'll see it all day long, but this is a good start. If this is what we got here and we got some fourth graders making plays, then Colorado's got a lot to be proud of, that's for sure.
Just under 4.5 minutes here in the third quarter. Hand off again to Nira. He's going to find a hole. Gets through one tackle, dodges another. He's getting to the sideline, snaps out at another one. Jukes another defender, is finally brought down at the 10. Great run again from Grant Nira.
You know what I like about Mira is I don't look at him and think he's the fastest dude I've ever seen. He runs with nice patience. He runs with almost like a Walter Payton sweetness glide to him where he's not beating you with speed. He's beating you with agility, and he's beating you with his length of his strides is nice, too. He runs tall.
And he doesn't stop when he's hit.
No.
He keeps moving, slides through tackles, slides out of arms. There we go. And again, it took 4 players from the red team to bring him down.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Novotny, I'm going to look for number 10 again. Get in his hands and try and get this ball in the end zone.
1st and goal from the 10. 3:54 to go on the clock for the third quarter.
Second time in the red zone for white team this half.
Paulino back in there, quarterback. Gannon Roberts, the last man to come running on. Paulino keeps it himself. Stiff arms one player. Stiff arms another. Gets to the outside and is forced out of bounds. Just shy of the 5. So the quarterback keeper works that time.
Hey, that stiff arm. That was something. The
Yeah.
first one was nice. Second one was nice. Third one was nice. He's got that button figured out on the joystick.
Gain of 3. 2nd and goal from the 7. White team trying to look to go up double digits. Single receiver each side. Paulino in the gun takes the hand or gives the handoff to Narducci. Narducci tries to double back.
Nice play by
Loses a
91
yard.
there. That's Dax Geck, and he's got the captain's C on his chest, so he must be doing something right during the week. Great effort to keep that running back in the backfield. Remember,
Loses a
field goals are
yard.
no guarantee, right?
Yeah.
So if you can get a team to 3rd or 4th down, if you can get a stop here, then anything's possible.
White trying to get some guys off.
That's Dax. Dax Geck, great effort, great play. And how cool is it that all these kids get a jersey, right? But every one of them in a while get a patch, ironed down with a C, and that's what Dax Geck did.
3rd and goal from the 8. Handoff again to Narducci. Narducci trying to get to the pylon. Cuts it in and touchdown. Great run right there from Narducci. Stretched it out as much as he could, cut it back in so he didn't have to worry about the pylon. And that makes it 12-0 White.
And Narducci, he knows what to do when he gets the ball in his hands. And he's got a nose for that end zone. You could see him sniffing it. The closer he got, the more he was leaning to that line. Like a racehorse coming down the stretch.
Narducci carrying the belt now. So 2:33 go in the 3rd quarter. White takes a 12-0 lead.
So as we remember, there's no extra point. There's an extra 2-point if it's kicked. Oh, here's the replay. Here's nice. Look at Narducci.
Look at that seal right there by King North, too.
King North did a nice job. They're all in there. 48. Nice work blocking by Tyler Davenport Smith. Boy, all these kids are just playing like all-stars. Probably why they're here. It's chaos, though. Kids just running on off the field.
Paladino hands the ball off again. And once again, Narducci forcing his way. He's still up. No stop yet. And he comes out just shy. Benavides in there holding him. Kept him from crossing that goal line. Oh, Narducci just about made it. So we take one more look at it right here. Narducci cuts up. And I'm sorry, that was
Jacob Opperly got in there nicely. Plugged that hole up.
So Jacob Opperly with the big stop right there, keeping it at only 12.
So if they would have scored that, that would have been a 1-point try because it was snapped and a play was done, but a kick is worth 2. So I like how they still keep the kicking part in the game. You can kick a field goal if you'd like. And if you want to see a cool video, I'll show you one of a guy making a 60-yarder last night. Unbelievable. That was Dean Faithful. I'll tell you what, great man. Great man.
So Red takes over at their own 30.
Sorry.
1st and 10. Scott under center hands the ball off, and once again there's Dreesen. Gets around the edge. He's got blockers. Dreesen has 2 men to beat. There's a flag on the play. Dreesen with a big gain, forced out of bounds at the 45. Let's see what this flag is. Let's hope it's not another setback for Dreesen.
Might be pushing it forward more. Face mask on White. So Red's got a little momentum.
So Dreesen gets the benefit of the flag this time. The big gain, and then an extra 15 yards tacked on for the face mask.
Replay here.
And once again, just sliding through tackles. Great block right there as he's in the way.
That's 35 on the Red squad. Abel Benvenides.
So Reds got some momentum now.
And not only did they get a big play, but they got the add-on of the penalties. So Red team's
25-yard
right?
gain. What's that?
Red team's full of all-stars too, right?
Oh, yeah.
I bet they are.
Dreesen again. That time he's going to be met and tackled for a big loss. As that was Gianni Paladino doing it on both ends.
He's got a C on his chest. Does that make sense? Making plays like that? Number 3, Paladino's their captain. That was a great tackle. Wow.
Dreesen managed to keep it at just a loss of 3. 2nd and 13.
Yeah, one of the things that when you're in 3rd, 4th grade, 5th grade, you realize that you can get to the sideline by running backwards. You know, you got to kind of make a loop, curl, turn. But the bummer with that is when you got a kid like, you know, coming in there looking to wreak havoc like Paul Dino did. Once Paul Dino got back there and the running back was trying to gain more by going back, it turned out to be a bigger loss than before.
Minute 9 on the clock here in the third quarter. Scott takes a snap, throws to his left. Incomplete.
Pretty sure that was tipped.
Intended for Cassidy Tenner.
Yeah, I think that was 92 maybe in there, Melendez. A lot of great first names, a lot of great last names, a lot of great football. Lord knows you're trying our best to give you the best coverage out there.
3rd and 13 after the incompletion.
Clock's ticking under 30 seconds now in the third quarter, so almost 3 parts through this game.
See if Red can just find that momentum again. Dreesen with that big run, 25-yard gain, and then the 15 yards tacked on for the face mask is why they're here right now.
And the Red faithful, the fans down here that have come all this way to watch this big game, they get loud and proud. Red faithful's not giving up.
Get the snap. Handoff comes to the near side. That was Abel Benavides. As the clock winds down on the third quarter, 4th and 13, Red's gonna have to make a decision, but they'll maybe wait until after the quarter to make that.
Look at all these names up here. Look at all these legends. Let's just take a look at who's donned the jerseys for the great Denver Broncos organization. As a Vikings fan growing up, I always had a soft spot in my heart for what the Broncos were doing around here. It had a lot to do with Pat Bowlen, had a lot to do with the classiness of the organization, John Elway, but most importantly, do you know why I love the Broncos? Because y'all beat the Packers in that Super Bowl. And I can't thank you enough for doing that, because when the Packers lose, me and my Vikings buddies win. Sorry, Packer fans. All right, we got 12 minutes left. It's 12-0 on the scoreboard. White team's had a nice game. Red team's just starting to get it going. 2 possessions. Red's got the ball, and they're on the move. What are you looking to see here, Nick?
I mean, stick with what works. You have Dreesen out there. We'll see what they decide to do. Trying to get themselves settled here. I would have stuck with Dreesen, but they're going to go a little off kilter here.
I like the under center snaps, too. All those kids nowadays are more used to shotgun.
Scott drops back, throws the ball, intercepted at the 20. Not a single red jersey in the area as Gannon Roberts comes up with the pick.
And the belt.
Gannon Roberts getting himself a chance now to don the bling. Made sure to pose for the camera.
Yeah. And not only do they got Coach GTV here, but they got camera photo crew down here working the sidelines. You'll see them in the purple jerseys. Man, they've been all over. And it just goes to show you that that's what Chris and Cassie Unruh, Coach Martinez and his wife Mandy, the way they've put this whole weekend together. It's just A+. It's Class A. It's top of the line, cream of the crop. I've never seen anything like this. And you know what? I've talked to these parents. I know some of these parents. They've never seen anything like this either.
That's awesome. I mean, it's been so much fun already. And we're only 1 game in. We're not even finished with the first game.
No. It's going to be a magical day. Stick around. Hang out with us.
White takes over, 1st and 10 from the 20. 11:55 left in this game. As it sounds like Spencer's got himself an interview here in just a moment.
Of course he does.
Fight for the snap there. Nira and Mayer both fighting over it as we go to Spencer.
Man, are you having fun out there?
Yeah!
Got a pick? How do you feel?
Amazing!
You got a belt. How's that belt feel on you?
Amazing.
Where are you going to put that? Is that going up on your wall, or is that staying on? Are you sleeping in that tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to sleep with it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go to baseball after this and wear it.
You're going to go to baseball and wear it? Heck yeah. Keep having fun. Get another pick, yeah?
Yeah!
How about Spencer, huh, down there? I mean, these kids are having the time of their life, but it's not easy asking questions to one-word answers, you know, but Spencer's doing great.
Sometimes interviewing kids like interviewing a wall. Meyer with the handoff. Nira doesn't go very far. Great tackle right there from Dax Geck again.
Yeah, Dax is a big, strong athlete, that's for sure. He plays the game the right way. You can tell he eats the right way. He probably stretches out the right way. His handwriting's probably flawless. I mean, the way this guy's doing everything, that makes sense why he's got a C on his chest.
He just got that big paw on that shoulder pad and yanked him down. And they know that Nira can burst it.
That's not an easy guy to yank down.
No.
It's not an easy guy to tackle with 4 dudes, and they did it with one hand. The Red Faithful are getting fired up for the defense. Big 3rd down.
Meyer takes a snap. It's high, and flag on the field. So false start on the offense, pushes them back 5. And make it 3rd and 23.
Well, if you're red team and you're down 12, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the white team to keep moving back, and then when they choose to punt, you're closer to the goal line that you're trying to score on.
Ball will be spotted on the 8. Meyer gets himself set, flanked on each side by running back handoff. Going around the left side, Thomas Zell hits one kid and is brought down after a gain of 3.
And you know who made that tackle? That's our guy, Cassidy Tenner. He's in on everything, and when he gets there, the play usually ends. And look he's got a C on his chest. He's got a little mirror on the visor. He's got some swag. Speaking of swag, let's go down to the sideline and check with Spencer. He's got another.
I'm here with Anthony Narducci. You scored a touchdown to put your team up 12-0. How do you feel right now?
Good.
Do you feel like you could go run through a whole truck?
Probably.
You're a strong kid. You got some strong arms. You gonna push some kids over, a nice stiff arm?
Yep.
All right, you got that belt. You putting that one on your wall? You sleeping in it?
Yeah.
You're sleeping in it. A lot of your teammates are too. All right, have some fun, Anthony. Enjoy the rest of the game.
All right, thanks.
Back to the broadcast.
Great job down there, guys. Spencer, appreciate you. As Red turns the ball over on the 4th
It's funny,
down.
these kids will answer with one word, and they still got a ton of swagger on it. It's amazing how these kids, oh man. It's gonna be fun to see how the 5th grade interviews go, the 6th grade interviews. By the time we get to the 8th grade, you know, we might have some Harvard graduates talking or not, you never know.
It's so funny that these kids probably see this all the time when they watch TV. You know, they watch their players get interviewed, and then they're like, yes, yes. Handoff goes to the right side. James Geis gets himself some field, stops and goes, and is brought down. Gain of 6. And I need to correct myself. White turned over the ball on downs, and so Red takes over in white territory. Ball spotted at the 33, 2nd and 5. Clock continues to roll, 8:53 left on the clock.
Red needs a big play, and they need it pretty soon. How about now?
There's the handoff to Geist again, cuts and tries to work back towards the sideline, brought down at the 30. As Cohen Marsh is in there now, quarterback.
You know what's great with having all these athletes and all these all-stars on your team is you can do hockey subs. You can just send them in, send them out. You're just running kids everywhere. A lot of these kids can play D-line or linebacker, and a lot of the linebackers can play safety. So it's nice having all this sort of variety in the type of player you got.
Hand off again to Geis, goes right up the gut. Oh, runs right into Paul Dino. They both stand each other up. Good for a first down, though. Gain of 3. Paul Dino holding his arm as he comes off. Those two hit hard. 12-0 White. 7:50 to go. Marsh again under center. Hands the ball off again, goes to the right side. Once again, Dreesen breaks a couple tackles, tries to get through another one, and it gets tripped up. Falls down at the 21. Gain of 5. So Red got a little more momentum again. See if they can finish the series here. Hand off again to Dreesen. Stiff arm. Throws that defender. Flags fly.
Dreesen saying it was a face mask on White. If it is, that's going to push him closer and closer to that goal line they're trying to cross. Let's see what the Whitecap has to say.
Right now, a gain of about 3. So another half the distance to the goal penalty for another face mask. Red again benefits from a big penalty.
Yeah, and as the game started with penalties, there was plenty of them, but they kind of been few and far between down the stretch here, so you definitely in the fourth quarter want to minimize that.
Ball spotted at the 9, 1st and goal with 7:15 to go. Red looking to crack the scoreboard.
White's looking to keep that goose egg.
Handoff goes to the right side and doesn't go very far as James Geist is hit and destroyed by pretty much everybody. Gannon Roberts, one of the guys in there.
Gannon Roberts, a name we've called a lot. Number 12, he's playing good there on the White team defenses. Gets in there, he mixes it up, and then usually the running backs, receivers, whoever it is that has the ball, they don't get away.
Red takes their first time out of the half. Red has 2 timeouts. White only has
coaching
1.
About, and he's down on 1 neither. Scoreboard does show 2 timeouts for White, 1 for Red, like you said. Well, 2 for White, 1 for Red. This is an interesting facility because
you were right
if you look at the
time.
scoreboard, yeah, it's offense versus defense on the scoreboard. Not our scoreboard that Garrett Gilbertson created so masterfully. But, yeah, it's interesting. It's not red or white. It's not home or away. It says offense and defense. So that's how you know we're at the Broncos training facility here at UC Health Training Center. Pat Bolin Fieldhouse. You think Pat Bolin will be pretty proud of the event that the Unruhs and the Martinez family have put on today? I'd say 100% yes.
And again, if this is how it's starting, I can't imagine how great this day is going to be.
Oh, yeah. Wait till they start running flea flickers and stuff.
Handoff is going to be a reverse coming to the near side. Going to the end zone. He's got Pater, Cassidy, Tenor, touchdown.
We asked for it. We were looking for it. When are you going to sneak something in? When are you going to call that play that you got hidden up your sleeve? And there was no better time than right now, down 12-0, to cut the lead in half, under 7 minutes, right play at the right time, and the result to prove it.
And again, taking advantage of penalties.
Absolutely. And taking that momentum. You're losing by 6, but you got all the momentum, so you're kind of winning. Now remember, it's 1 point for the try, 2 points for the kick. I wonder what they'll do. I imagine you go for the try.
Coach had to tell Cassidy he couldn't take the belt with him into the huddle.
Well, Cassidy Tenor's got all sorts of swag. He's got all sorts of game. And if I was going to draw up a reverse, like they just did, that's exactly the kid I would hand it to.
Shepard Scott back out there, quarterback. He's going to keep it himself. The pile's going to move forward. Does he get in? Signal is good.
Signal is good.
So another point for the red team. They trail by 5 with 6:44 to go here in the fourth quarter.
We got ourselves a game. Let's take a look at the replay here. This great little play to start off to the left side, and then they flips it back to Tenor on the left, and he's got daylight. He sees the Denver Bronco logo in the end zone as he's running in the inaugural Youth Football Invitational. I love the guy bringing the belt out. These kids know exactly how to celebrate.
So as we talked about, as the game goes, you see the nerves start to go away. Red realized they're starting to run out of clock. As we take one more look at Cassidy Tenor.
You know what I liked about the O-line, including Dax Geck out there, who we've mentioned a couple times, they all stepped to the right. They sold it so well. All the linebackers went to the right, and I think it had to do with them reading the O-line, not reading the ball. And then the ball happened to make its way over to the left side, and the rest is history.
So White takes over at their 30. 1st and 10 as they have a 5-point lead now.
So now if you pass the ball incomplete, the clock will stop. So you got to think about running.
Paul Dino back out there as quarterback. Hands the ball off to King North. North gets around a blocker. Stiff arms one tackler. Gain of 2 before he's brought down. Cassidy Tenor in there again. And looks like North's having a hard time getting up. A couple teammates around him. His training staff comes over.
That's great about these coaches. I mean, you look at Jake Novotny, he coached in college. You look at Dave Katz, I mean, he's been doing this for 15 years. Like, these guys, to say they love football would be an understatement. They'd almost be, insulted that you even said it. These guys live it, breathe it, eat it, drink it, and they understand the importance of good coaching. They understand the importance of raising these kids right. And then, of course, the reward of when you work hard and you get to be an all-star, let's celebrate. It's all about the kids.
Speaks to how good of a coach they are, too. You're not going to have slugs come out here and teach these kids. You're going to have the best of the best teaching the best.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, and the fact that they're all wearing different helmets, they all come from different counties and zip codes across this great state. It's one of those things where it takes a village to raise these kids, and there's something to be said, too, about all the assistant coaches. Look around. Look at the sideline. There's not just Jake Novotny. There's all sorts of guys over here working with coaches, and they're not here for the money. We all know that. They're here for the love of the game. They're here to be a part of something special, which we all know this is. And we'd be remiss, too, if we didn't give a shout-out to the team moms. I mean, when we were here the other day, we saw all these gals working so hard to keep everything organized. These are great kids. They're all-stars. But when you got 50 of them per grade, it's really huge to have team moms. Red team's represented by Trish Marsh and Charlie North taking care of the 4th grade white team. Really, I honestly, if I was thinking about it at the end of the day, and I should have asked them for more help, because if you're a team mom, you came here to help. You came here to give.
Yeah.
You came here to be a part of something special, and know that you contributed by giving your best effort and helping. Now, huge shout out to the team moms, and that includes moms like Cassie Unruh and
as
Andy
King North
Martinez.
gets up,
King
walks
North is
the
up.
sideline under his own power. Plus, if you're the players, too, there's nothing better than my mom's the team mom.
Right.
Because you already know, what snacks you're getting or whatever's going on that day. You know ahead of time.
Any seat in the minivan. You get first pick. You get first pick on snacks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those team moms were super helpful yesterday during the interviews. We did half the interviews at halftime. We're going to get to the second half of the interviews after this game.
6:24 to go. Snap is high, handoff to Nira. Nira's trying to get out of the backfield, and he won't be able to. That play kind of fell apart quickly.
Somebody started a fire on the red team. They're playing hot right now.
Memphis Montoya in the backfield, one of the players to bring down Nira. 6:01 to go, 3rd and 10. White having a hard time moving the ball now.
Memphis Montoya's strong for that size and build he's rocking around. He hits harder than he looks, that's for sure. Imagine being these coaches running guys in and out. How do you know if you got 11 or 9 or 14 you sent out there? It's crazy.
Well, we've seen a few times, too, where kids have run out of the huddle as quickly as they can because they're not supposed to be out there or they have too many players.
You know what's cool, too, is a lot of these kids are coached by their dads, you know, at their organizations, with their squads.
Flag on the play.
White team had a flag. Delay a game.
As we have our first delayed game penalty. White's just having a hard time getting the right personnel.
A little confusion. Was it after the injury there? They thought they had time or what?
No. They ran a play after the injury.
So I coached, flag football for my 3rd grader, and they had us on a play clock. I'd be down there on one knee, like, with a dry erase board. Like, hey, what's your name? Carter? All right. You get over here. Wiley, is it? Okay, Wiley, I need you to be this guy. I'd be, like, drawing a play, and they'd be like, Coach, we got to go. Play. You look at the other team, they got, like, wristbands on. And like, hey, 1, blue 1, banana. So it's amazing to see how many different ways there are to coach the game the right way.
Okay, so the penalty's been waved off now.
I think because there was an injury, they ran the clock too soon. Player wasn't off the field when they started running the clock, so I think that's a good call. And I think delay game, these are 4th graders in an all-star game.
3rd and 11, snap and a handoff to the left side for Narducci. Narducci cuts back towards the middle. Gain of 2 before he's brought down. Ball's back to the original line of scrimmage.
It's pretty cool being in here and just seeing what it's like to be in a professional field house like this. And there's pros and cons to everything. I mean, this view we have is better than any game we've ever called, right, Nick? Being how close we are to the field. Usually we're up like 25, 30 yards away, plus we're up 20 yards high. So to be here right now is such a blessing.
And it's sub-zero.
But you saw the ladder.
Oh, yeah.
The ladder you got to climb up on the bucket and the rope. The MVP of yesterday's performance was the blue robe that pulled up the bucket to all these birds' nests. And you can see here, there's the ladder going up above us, right? Okay. But also the ladder down below is the one, and we're pulling everything up over here. We're just for you guys, just because we love football. And there's our production crew. There's Garrett Gilbertson. There's Danny Bailey. There's our high-tech equipment. We're pulling out all the stops.
45. Red looking to take the lead here as the handoff goes to the right side.
Yeah, so if Red scores a 6-pointer, that puts them up by 1. Look at this. First game of the day. First game of the Invitational, the inaugural Invitational. And we got a 1-possession game coming down the stretch with under 5 on the clock.
James Geist with a gain of 1, 2nd and 9, 4:43 as the clock continues to roll. Both teams 1 timeout each. Marsh under center, hands the ball off to the near side. Once again, Dreesen steps out of 1, stiff arms another, gets to the sideline, forced out of bounds at the 40. Dreesen once again, dangerous runner, gets his team a first down.
He ran to the only spot on the field that I can't get it on video from the bird's nest. This is sweet up there. But we've had plenty of years of being up in the bird's nest, working with Palmer Ridge football and Coach Pulford for the years he was there. Coach GTV, that's where we got our start, doing games up in Don Breeze Stadium. And now look at us, Archuleta.
Indoors, climate controlled.
Climate controlled. What is that? What a concept. When you're sitting at the base of the Monument Pass, you know you're going to get a cool breeze, even on a hot day.
1st and 10 from the 39. Snapping a handoff once again to Dreesen. He's got one blocker. He's got to try and get around another defender, but can't. Tackled on the play by Camden Macarola.
That was a nice tackle by Macarola. I thought he did a nice job of, because 28's having a good game running. He's running hard, and so for Macarola to get in there and make that tackle, just what his team needed.
Red rolling with that momentum. Clock still rolling, just over 4 minutes to go.
That's a nice drive they're putting together, too, though. In the first half, no one could get past their own 30-yard line. Now look at them. That's off to Dave Katz, too. Hell of a coaching job.
Marsh hands the ball off to Geist. Geist will lose a yard before he's brought down. There was also a flag on the play.
There he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Mark Jackson has just made his way up the ladder. And he is as handsome as the day is long, this guy. Mark, put her in the old vice grip, would you? Welcome to the Colorado Youth Football Invitational, the inaugural.
Nice.
We are live. Nick Archuleta.
Nice to meet you.
Mark's calling games 2, 3, and 4. And I'll be getting one of those in for sure, and we're going to try and get Archuleta back. And Alex Becker might even get a run with some Jackson time.
Just over 3.5 minutes, 5-yard penalty on the red team. As they're scrounging to get their last player out there again.
Hockey subs.
Scott hands the ball off to Dreesen. Once again, he's got a blocker. Can't quite slip out of that tackle. Great job, Gannon Roberts holding on to him. And this time, Dreesen's having a hard time getting up.
Let's take it down to Spencer for a sideline interview.
I'm here with Cassidy Tenner. Cassidy, give us a nice flex real quick. You scored a touchdown. Heck yeah. 7-12. It's the fourth quarter. You guys going to make a fourth quarter comeback?
Yes.
Yeah? You think you're going to score another one?
Yes, sir.
You got a belt, right?
Yes.
You excited to keep that belt and bring it home?
Definitely.
Do you have a dog at home?
Yes.
You going to give it to your dog or keep it?
Keep it.
Because you got that dog in you.
Yes.
Have a good one, man. Jeff, Nick, rate my outfit 1 through 10.
That's nice. I like
7.
it. It's a little Vineyard Vines. You're showing some of that Northeast. You're put together. I like the glasses, too. I think it really ties the whole thing together.
I'll give you a 7.
That's fair.
It's a good number.
You're harsh. But Nick is shorts year-round, guys, so what do you
Yeah.
know about that?
Hey, I'm wearing pants today.
I appreciate
just for you.
that.
I had to find them.
All right, we're back.
2nd and 9. And now Reds suffering from the penalties.
Yeah,
They're
the way
taking
they
advantage
started
of
the
it.
game. That's how they started, and that's not how you want to finish the game. Want to keep moving forward. They got good momentum. Keep it on your side. It's going to be up to that O-line to set some blocks.
2nd and 14, 2:30 to go. Hand the ball off, back up the middle, cuts back to the right side.
Gannon
Case and
Roberts.
German.
Gannon
Now
Roberts
he's
is
slow
everywhere.
getting up. It's another injured player for the red team. Gets up quickly, though.
28, he's got heart. Man, he's got power. He's got toughness. He's not the biggest guy, but he's got the biggest heart. 28 plays the right way.
Gain of a yard, 3rd and 13, coming up on 2 minutes.
2 minutes in the first ever game of the first ever Colorado Youth Football Invitational. One possession.
Marsh under
in
center.
plus territory.
Hands the ball off to Dreesen. Gets around the edge. Gets to the sideline. Out of bounds at the 25. Flag on the play. Gain of 7 so far. And it's going to be on red.
Illegal shift.
Didn't look like Tenor was set.
And that's what's tough when you're working with fourth graders that you just met a couple weeks ago and you're trying to put in some shifts. I like it. I like it. But it's not simple. It complicates things a little bit. But you think these all-stars can handle it? You know, they're here for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
Each team has one timeout left, so that's interesting. We're under 2 minutes. Clock will stop on the incompletion. There's no punting.
3rd and 18. 4 down territory.
Yep, and Reds got most of their yards on the ground. They haven't had great success passing, so. But Rosenbaum running up the seam seemed to work.
Handoff is reverse. Once again, this time White was ready for it as Tenor's tackled for a big loss.
It just goes to show you how hard it is to throw the football, you know, for these kids. They're fourth graders. The ball's the same that they play with, but like I said, it just seems bigger. It probably feels heavier being here under this roof. And in the big moment like that, it's, you know, you want to put the ball in your quarterback's hands, but at the same time, you want to do a play that you think is going to get you the yards you need.
And Red's going to take their final time out of the half. So, minute 8, it's 4th and 18. You've been somewhat successful with runs around the end. Obviously, that double reverse has been sniffed out. What's your plan here if you're the red team?
That's a tough sledding. You might almost want to go to like a flea flicker or something hook and ladder, you know, something close by.
And obviously the white team, you just want to penetrate that line, prevent anything from happening, keep your 5-point lead.
And that's what we're playing for today. Look at these guys. You think we're joking around here? You think they're messing around at the Colorado Youth Football Invitational? You kidding me? These kids get belts. They get rings. They get jerseys. They get backpacks. They get every penny they spent and more in return just for being here.
And we've seen a couple of those belts handed out already.
Yes, sir.
4th and 25, a minute 8.
That might be on White. I'm not official or anything, but.
Everybody's pointing fingers at each other.
Look at that camera work. Look at these guys. Jack and Spencer, you guys are on point right now.
Fourth and 20 now. See what Red can do. Twins to the left. Snap, drop back. Looking for a receiver. Goes deep. And broken up by Gannon Roberts. As you hear the white team with the standard incomplete.
We got our guy Kyle Berry doing the PA. Sounds like we got Alan Roach in here. I mean, Kyle Berry's giving a 12 out of 10 right now. Love that guy.
Well, he's got to be good, so we got to be better.
Oh, man, we're all making each other better today, and we're doing it for the kids.
Oh, yeah.
A+ stuff. A+ stuff. Coach Z just gave us the thumbs up. He said we're doing a good job. He said we're doing good. You know what? I've heard enough. Here's a replay.
As we look at Scott throwing it downfield, but Gannon Roberts right there making the play and preserving the victory. White takes their final timeout of the game.
Yep, less than a minute left. Clock stopped, 1 possession game. 4th graders giving all they got out here. About 24, 25 kids per team. But everyone's getting reps. Everyone's getting YouTube time. Everyone's getting, hits and tackles and runs. And boy, I've never been a part of something like this, but this is amazing.
This has definitely been fun.
This is amazing. Yo. I mean, come on. Coach GTV. How lucky are we?
Oh, beyond lucky. Because now we have a legend taking over for the rest of the day.
It's almost like we worked really hard the last couple years to be here.
It was worth it.
I agree. So now white team's got the ball, right? I would imagine they're not going to pass.
Myers going to be the quarterback again.
And, yeah, they're taking the timeout, it looks like. Or no, coach doesn't have it. Some folks might say, taking a knee in an all-star game, this and that. But they're playing to win.
Yeah.
There's a team here that gets the gold rings, and then the second-place team gets silver rings. Not a bad consolation prize,
Oh, no.
suggest.
I mean, just to be here and know you're one of the best in the state.
And just like any contest, only one team gets to win. And this ain't hockey. There are no ties.
Yeah.
And that'll do it.
What a game. What a game, though.
What a moment.
This is how this all gets kicked off.
And white team was resilient. They did well. You could tell Coach Novotny had them prepared for being in the lead, and he had them prepared to how to keep the lead. A lot of great players out there. I mean, that big touchdown by, where'd our guy go? Brody LeBate. Man, he did some nice work. Cassidy Tenner got a touchdown. Narducci shoved one in. All sorts of great stuff.
So as the kids,
there we go. And it should be
hit the
this
line.
way.
We'll let
Give
you
some
know
love.
the final 12-7 in favor of the white team. So white will be the all-star champions for this 4th grade level. First champions for the 4th grade level.
Here's Coach Novotny coming through. He's going to meet up with Coach Katz. And how lucky are we to have these high school head football coaches here making it happen. Unbelievable. And that was a game where every little play mattered.
Yeah.
Right? Interception was huge. That drive was going forward. The touchdown, an 85-yarder, all that. Everything and then some you could imagine that you wanted to come and have happen in the first ever game of the first ever inaugural football invitation here in Colorado. It happened, and it was great.
Well, we thank everybody for joining us today. Obviously, we got 5th through 8th. And we're going to send it down to Spencer.
Yep, Spencer's got Jake Novotny. Let's hear from him.
I'm here with Coach Jake Novotny. Coach, what a game. You finished it out. You won. What does it mean to get a win for these kids today?
I think it's important that they worked hard, spent the entire weekend, dedicated themselves to getting better, and it was fun. And I think kudos to both sides of the ball and both coaching staffs. I mean, all the coaches here are high school coaches volunteering their time to do this. And so I think for us, it's more about a fun thing, and it's creating a great experience and relationships with kids. And hopefully they got better over the weekend.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much fun did you have today?
Oh, man, it was a blast. I mean, anytime you can compete, it's fun, right? So for me, when you compete, if 10's the best, 10 is where it's at for me, you know what I'm saying?
I love to hear it. And, normally coaches don't celebrate dance-wise. If you had a dance, what would it be?
Oh, I can do the worm pretty well, but I ain't doing that. Last time I did that was at my wedding, so.
All right. I'll leave you to it. Thank you, Jake. All right, Nick, Jeff, what a game it was here. We'll throw it back to you guys.
Unbelievable. The worm. I wasn't expecting Coach Novotny to say the worm, but now I want to see it.
Right?
Well, here we are. This is us in the Bird's Nest. We're wrapping up our coverage for the first game. And Nick, awesome job. We never done something like this, but now guess what? We have. And we couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, no, thank you. It's always a great time to work with you.
We're going to get you on call for one more game. There's a guy behind me here named Mark Jackson looking to sneak in on the event.
True legend behind us.
Yeah, and a great man and a good friend. And he's just kind of the guy that epitomizes what we're doing around here. We're doing things the right way, and it's just a blessing and a joy. And some replays we'll show you, and we'll take you out, and we'll be back for the 5th grade game in about half an hour or so. You're watching Coach G TV.
And we're back, and that wraps up our coverage of today's game at the Colorado Youth Football Invitational. Mark, tell me about how much joy, how much fun, how great is it to be here?
It's incredible to see the talent level, to have the coaches that come out and actually pour into these kids. It's exciting to see them competing, and if you left it up to them, it was like they won the championship today. So great event, great day of fun and activities here.
Yeah, and you're going to see all the kids that win, they get that big gold ring. Even the kids on your team will get a nice ring, and then they're giving out belts. So we'll keep you up to date on who won all the championship belts. But in the meantime, huge shout out to Chris Cassiano, huge shout out to Coach Z Martinez and his lovely wife, Mandy. Huge shout out to all the friends and families that have been here and all the people behind the scenes that are making this happen. And a huge shout out to you, Mark, for being a part of this, and we thank you so much.
And you, Coach G TV.
That's right. That's a wrap.
My name is Kent. I am from South Carolina, and I play wide receiver, tight end, and defensive end, and running back.
My name is Brody Lil Bate. I play wide receiver, and I'm from Colorado, Denver, and my football inspiration is Tyreek Hill.
My name's Gianni. I've been playing since I was 6. My city is Brighton, and I play quarterback and DB and free safety.
My name is Anthony. I've been playing for 4 years. I play for Spartans. I'm a running back and corner. My favorite player is Barry Sanders.
Hi, my name's Grant Nira. I'm from Castle Pines, Colorado. I play running back and linebacker.
My name is Gannon Roberts. I'm from Littleton, Colorado. I played for 2 years. My favorite position's middle linebacker, and my inspiration is Ray Lewis.
My name's Thomas Zell. I'm from Centennial, Colorado. I have played football for 1 year. I'm a wide receiver, and my favorite player that's ever played is Jerry Rice.
Hi, my name is Kason, and I live in Loveland, and my favorite position is quarterback, and my influencer is Patrick Mahomes.
My name is Brensley Brooks. My favorite position is running back. And my team leader is my dad.
My name is Griffin Wilson. I play for Castle Rock Raptors. I'm from Castle Rock, and my favorite player is Tyrann Mathieu.
Hi, my name is Camden Macarola. I've been playing tackle football since kindergarten, and my favorite football player is Ray Lewis.
My name is Chance. I am from Livermore. I love Todd Gurley, and I play running back.
My name is Jacek Flores, and I am quarterback and middle linebacker of the Rocky Mountain Thunderhawks, and I played for 3 seasons.
Hello, my name is Tyler Davenport Smith. I come from Aurora, Colorado, and I play for the Aurora Spartans. I've been playing football for 3 years now. My favorite player is Jason Kelsey.
Jackson Underwood, and I play for offense line and defensive line, and I've been playing for 4 years, and my favorite player is my dad.
My name's Reese, and I've been playing for 4 years, and My favorite position is DB, and my favorite player is Von Miller.
My name is Isaac Kushner. I've been playing for 4 years. My favorite player is Ryan Jensen.
Hi, my name is Jackson Webb. I've been playing football for about 3 years, and my favorite player is Tom Brady. And
my name is William Whitman. My friends call me Bill. I've been playing for 2 or 3 years. My favorite position is tight end. My favorite player is Travis Kelce.
My name's Blake Ott. My favorite position is running back. My favorite player is Travis Kelce, and I've been playing for 1 year.
All right. My name is Gabriel. I've been playing for 1 year. My favorite position to play is linebacker and defensive line, and my favorite inspiration is Sean Taylor.
My name is Dylan Hoover. I'm from Colorado. I'm on the Mountain Lions. I've been playing flag football for 4 years, tackle football for 3 years. My favorite position on the field is tight end because I like blocking and catching. My favorite player is Barry Sanders.
My name is Maverick Miner. I've played for 5 years for the Colorado Warriors. My favorite position is outside linebacker, and my favorite player is Tim Tebow.
Hi, I'm Mark Jackson, your favorite amigo, and you're watching the Colorado Youth Football Invitational on Coach G TV.